found the spot. So it is April 17th, about 3:20 in the afternoon. Wind is blowing 2 to 3 miles an hour right now. Going north. It's going to be turning northeast at 12 and jumping up to 7 to 10 miles an hour. That's going to happen between now and 12. Should be interesting to see how it affects fishing, because the barometer's been pretty steady. It's been low, lower than it's been on previous trips. So we know the bite is consistent, and this barometer is going to raise a few points between, I think, 10 and 12. I think it's at 763 right now, and it's going to be 767 by 12. So between 11 and 12, it's going to bump up a couple points. And it's going to be increasing all night, so we'll see how that affects things. Humidity is at 88%, and again, by 12, it's going to drop to 77%. I'm very impressed. I remember all this. I haven't had to check my notes. Moonrise. Well, we got a waxing and descending moon, 68.1% illumination. It's rising at 1:45 a.m. and it's setting at 10:54. High tide is at 1:10 a.m. So I think the moonrise and the high tide coinciding together, like being at the same time, essentially, bite might turn on at 1. It'd be interesting to find out if it does. And we'll be in the right spot to find out if the fish turn on. The solunar clock, I've been digging a little bit on the interwebs about the solunar clock. I'll share that information with you later, like where it came from, who developed it, and why. It's kind of interesting. Really gave it much credibility, or you know, never had any weight for me. In fact, I used to have a watch when I was a teenager. Those Casio $20 watches that had the solunar clock on it. I never understood what it was. Never knew what solunar means. The only reason I got it is because it had a fish on it that would, like, it would, if it was good fishing, it would be a big fish, like a whole fish, and then like not so good half fish, poor fishing, just the tail, like the image would change. And never really paid too much attention to it. It's just one of those things. So anyway, the solunar clock, today is a fair day. We're gonna have a major time between 5 and 7 p.m., which is kind of why I'm leaving a little early tonight. And then tomorrow is an average day. I don't know if fair or average. I suppose average is better than fair. I'm just making that jump there. And then tomorrow major is 5:26 a.m. to 7:26 a.m. I don't think I'm going to see that one, but we'll see. So that's it. We'll see you down the shore, or halfway down there. We're stuck in traffic. So I'll tell you about the solunar clock. Solunar is four words: sol, or sun, and lunar, obviously for moon. In 1926, a guy by the name of John, what the hell was his name? John Alden Knight. He was a guy who was born in a well-to-do family. He was like a broker of insurances, money, you know, did a bunch of stuff. And then the Great Depression hit, and his family suffered big league from the Great Depression. He was a kid that always had a fly rod in his hand and a BB gun, hunted for his own food. Of course, you had to back then, or you'd go hungry. So he would notice when he was in the woods that the animals would be quiet and not terribly active, and then at certain times of the day they would become very active. And after the Great Depression, being, you know, unable to do what he knew, he went into, or what he had been trained to do. He took up writing for like the magazines or publications of the time that dealt with fishing and hunting and all that. Well, he went to Florida. He traveled a lot. He went to Florida and he heard some folklore about the sun and moon having an effect on the animals. So he wanted to test this. I think it was him and another guy came up with 33 variables that they could quantify using the scientific method or logic, and eliminated all but 3. The 3 that they were left with were the sun, the moon, and the tides. And supposedly, and I've heard a lot from both sides of the coin on this one, supposedly there's some basis in science for when the fish hit, or when the fish and animals are active. According to the sun, the angle of the moon on the earth, which what that means essentially from what I've read is that when the moon is directly overhead, like directly over your head or directly under your feet, that's called a major time. So that the animals would be more active during that time than any other time. On the other side, when the moon's directly under your feet, that would be a minor time. So supposedly the fish and animals are supposed to be more active during those periods of time. Now, anytime you have a major or minor time near a sunset, sunrise, moonset, or moonrise, it's supposed to further influence the fish and animals to become more active. And by active, you know, fish obviously means that they will be feeding. I think that's really the only way to gauge fish activity. But like I said, there's been a lot of people that have, you know, like had records that they superimposed the solunar calendar onto, and they, you know, say there's nothing there. You know, it's totally false. And then have worked, instead of just abandoning it, they rework it and they come up with something different. So, you know, if it turns out to be nothing, it might be worth it to follow it to its conclusion, and a better understanding of, you know, being right or being wrong would be of benefit. Something like that. That's it. We'll pick up when we get to the shore. I'll think of some other useless stuff I can tell you. No way. I wasn't recording that whole time. What the hell? Ah, Jim, you idiot. I don't know what I recorded or what I have, but it turned like 5:19. I got one small, like 12-ounce fish, and then I caught another one that was about maybe 14, 12, 13, yeah, 14 maybe. Which is interesting because the solunar clock said, oh, what did it say? 5 to 7. Oh, there's a nice hit. Little fish. Oh, no, that was the bottom. The first one was definitely a fish, though. Dun, dun, dun. was thinking on the way down here, what a tremendous resource today's youth has to their advantage. Having the ability to find out just random stuff. Like I stumbled on the solunar clock by accident. Not when I was when I was a kid, because it had a fish on the watch, but just recently I'd kind of forgotten about it. And, you know, having the ability to do research on the couch in your boxers is, you know, just great. That's how I want to do all my research. Yeah, I got him. Try to.
Jim, that's a decent fish, I think.
Ah, he's a little.
But that's all right.
Yeah.
Nice, Jim,
First
Jim.
one. That's
Good
probably
job.
about 6 o'clock, right?
It's funny how you hit and it was like, you know, like you.
Yeah.
It's so weird how they hit like that. Good job.
Dude, this is the first one that we've seen in the light. You know it?
Yep. You're right.
It's not little, but it's nice.
A fish is a fish.
As a fish is a fish.
A fish is a fish is a fish. Good job.
Yeah, man. What's up, Mikey?
Nice. Very nice. On that crazy color too.
Oh yeah, that's the fourth fish I've caught on that
he's
thing.
messing that up too, Jim. That
Huh? Should I get a picture for Mike on the railing?
That's up to you.
That's awesome.
Oh no, I thought your Z-Man was getting beat up. It's okay.
The what?
The Z-Man.
No.
I mean
The gulp, you mean?
That lure you're using. Yeah. I mean that lure you're using, that inchworm.
He was out there too.
Yeah,
I'll get another picture. So this is number 4.
there you go.
Oh.
You okay?
Yeah. Mikey texted me back. Oh, no, not gallery. Oh, I hate getting into this phone. Dylan moved some stuff around for me on my phone. I can't find anything anymore.
You mean your apps and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find... I can find it. It's just not where it should be.
It's so funny how you hit it, but you film and then he hit. It's so weird because they double tap you.
Yeah.
Because you think you missed it, but then also...
Yeah, and then you drop it back when they hit it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah.
You drive that hook home. Alright, pretty too. I think I got what, 6? How many did you wind up with?
Oh, I don't know.
I got 6, and Mikey got I don't know,
It's just, you know,
5 maybe. And we're gonna try somewhere else. Yeah, we're gonna try a different spot. We made a move. We haven't caught anything yet. This spot is prime. Look at the background. It's pretty, isn't it? Not real bright here, but let's see if we can get a fluke or some bigger stripers. We might try Dave's Beach. We'll see. I don't want to spend too much time here though. Mikey could spend all night here. Or a few hours. I think I saw a lamp post. And it's not very legal to be here, but I think we'll be alright. There we go. And I need a flashlight. Definitely need a flashlight. Or that 6-pound headlamp. Alright, well, here, this isn't fishing. Well, I'm recording this.